Over and over. I had to get that out of my system. How's it all going? There. Got something weird in my snuff, man. How's it all going? Thursday morning, 6:30. No sleep to talk about today, which is nice. I hope y'all get a chance to download the Bone Daddy Dirty Pat Walsh Split EP. Well, I guess we did pretty good with the downloads yesterday on its initial release, so that's pretty good. I hope that continues. I hope that you can check it out. It's a cool little record. Yeah. What else is going on? I wanted to say thanks to Karen for commenting on the video I made yesterday, correcting myself for whatever. Just about how not everybody had to be a punk rocker or a skinhead to fit in. You know what I mean? And yeah, I guess the way Karen saw it and the way I saw it were different ways. So she saw it as she didn't fit in anywhere, and I saw it as she could roll with anybody. So that's kind of how it was. So yeah, here's to you, Karen. Yeah, Karen was my best buddy in grade 9 and 10. Back in the day when we were all very, 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 very young. I was like 13, 14, maybe. 14. Good times. And the trouble had already begun, you know. But it's all good. Around that time, I also met I gotta do this. It's another prison type story, so I gotta try to do it without names. I obtained in my life, or whatever, I don't know how you say it. I got a new friend around that same time in my life, around 13, 14. Guy in the punk rock scene, and he was kind of in a lot of ways, kind of an outcast, you know, even in the punk scene, like he wasn't that accepted, you know, like, he was mostly known for a really violent act he committed, and I think he did a little bit of time in juvie for. It's hard to tell these stories without saying names, but because this guy is still a friend of mine, you know, and I have a lot of respect for him, you know. But I remember he got locked up at a young age. He was locked up, and I didn't like what. Okay, we were good buddies, okay, and yeah, we were good. We were real good buddies, and you know, because even being an outcast in the punk scene, you know, like I kind of rode that line a bit myself, even, you know, and so I easily became friends with this guy. I think I had a few. I still have a rock that he gave me when we were like 13, 14, something like that. He gave it to me for strength, inner strength. You know, he was one of those guys you could sit up till 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the school field with drinking beer and smoking cigarettes and talking about the life disorders of life and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He was a good and solid that way. You know what I mean? A good friend. And he still is that way. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I know that well, he's probably about 50. My late 40s, He was a couple years older than me, I think. At least a year older than me. But anyway, he went away. And anyway, in high school, I was part of, trying to be politically active and all this kind of stuff. And I was, chasing a lot of dogs up trees, trying to figure out what I was going to be doing in that world and stuff. I hadn't focused my attention yet on things I really wanted to focus on. This is one of the things that made me want to focus on prison work, doing prison reform work. When I got into that, I was part of this like world youth group in school or something, some social justice group in school or whatever. We'd in the 80s, and we'd like take field trips to. I don't even remember it, to be honest with you. I don't even barely remember being involved in it. But I was probably on a lot of acid or pot or something at the time, But I do remember we went to this one conference. It was like a world youth conference of some sort. Okay. That was another big thing with me, was youth liberation was a big subject with me. So yeah, I was at this conference about something to do with youth, and there was a letter in this package. Well, that package of pamphlets and shit to read, big novel of fucking shit to read to prime us for this fucking meeting or whatever. And there was this essay in it. And I read the essay. It was about a kid who was in lockup, right? And his experiences. And I was like, and I read it and I was like, this is my friend. This is so-and-so, my friend. And I got down to the name, and it was my friend. And I all I remember is I went to the front of the class where the teacher was when I had the essay, and I was like, I know this guy. This guy's a friend of mine. And I can't remember what came of it or whatever, but I don't think anything came of it really. But anyhow, I kept that, and I think that letter was the letter that kind of built the foundation for me wanting to get involved in prison reform work, because it was basically a letter talking about his experiences in lockup and how much bullshit it was, and how any changes that he had made. And I know the guy, like it's not like he's a fucking beaver cleaver. You know what I mean? Any changes he made or whatever, he did for himself, like he didn't come out of it thinking, oh, I'm not going back to prison because the prison system helped me or whatever. He's like, he hated it more, but all the more reason to stay out of it, and it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain these things, but basically the point of all these stories I have is that it's bullshit. It's a bullshit system. You know what I mean? That's my underlying theme. As a prison abolitionist, prison is bullshit. And yeah, I don't know. I know a few people who've will say, nothing but the same. The whole system's bullshit, and the changes that you make. It's like addiction. It's like quitting drinking. Okay, you can't quit drinking for somebody else. Like you can't, or drugs or whatever. Like if you quit something, you can't, or change the lifestyle thing. Like it might be good for a while. Like maybe you'll quit drinking for a while for somebody else. Like if you do it for somebody else, or maybe you'll change your diet for a while, or maybe you'll stop smoking, or what this, that, third. If you don't do it for yourself, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? Because if you don't initially want to change, then you're not gonna, like you can try doing it for somebody else and it'll probably work temporarily, but you're gonna go back to your old ways. I'm speaking from experience here, yeah, so it's like that with anything. It's like that with prison. It's like that with drugs and alcohol. It's like that with any kind of change you want to make in your life, any serious change. It's got to come from within. So, not from somebody pointing their finger at you and saying, you got to do this, be it your girlfriend or your boyfriend or the policeman or the judge, someone doing this is never going to fucking tell me what to do, What comes from in here is going to tell me what to do, so that's the way it goes. Anyway, those are deep thoughts for Thursday morning. The cats are going crazy. They found a bag of rubber bands and they've been trashing it. Trashing the rubber bands all over the place. It's crazy, man. Weasley peed on a shirt of mine yesterday, too. A shirt I really like. It's the way it goes. The way it goes. Life ain't so bad. Okay. Later on, I'm going to get that shout out list. I'm going to do that. I got to do that today. But I'll talk to you later in the meth end of town. Yeah, special shout out to Karen for commenting and pointing that out and being such a good pal back in 1983 to me. All right. Be free. DPP. Oh, yeah.